Hey guys, Tom Mobile back again. Today we're going to be looking at the Galaxy S21 specs, leaks, and rumors. These phones are set to announce on January 14th. These days pretty much everything is leaked beforehand, so when the actual launch event comes, there really aren't too many surprises. But so far off the bat, these colors looks pretty good. Their naming convention start off with the word Phantom followed by the color. So we have Phantom Violet, Phantom Pink, which looks more like Rose Gold to me, Phantom White, and Phantom Gray. Samsung have pretty much embraced the large camera bump in the back of their phones at this point. They decided to wrap the camera module on the side of the phone, which looks pretty cool. Initially when I saw these photos, I didn't think it looked that great, but it's starting to grow on to me. These days it's pretty hard to make your phone stand out in terms of design, but I think this is a pretty unique design. One thing that is slightly odd is the flash is to the right of the camera module. I'm surprised they couldn't find a way to fit it onto the big camera module on the left. But other than that, so far so good. The colors look nice and the design looked pretty cool. The Galaxy S21 is likely going to come with a plastic back, which I might be okay with if it's closer to the $700 range. But if they are charging $1,000 for it, it would be nice to see more of a premium material. But on the other hand, I do enjoy the plastic back on the Galaxy S20 Fan Edition. There's less fingerprint. It also looks nice and matted. But at the same time, if you're gonna put a case on it, regardless if it's glass or plastic, I don't think it matters too much as long as the performance is there. But let me know what you think about glass versus plastic. The Galaxy S21 Plus model comes in Phantom Black, Silver, and Violet again. It looks like the standard model and the Plus model will both have a flat screen, which I don't mind at all. Samsung initially released the Galaxy Note Edge a long time ago where there was only one curve on one side of the phone. Eventually they made both sides of the phone curve because they realized that one side looks kind of funny. And then we had the Galaxy S6 Edge, which have curved sides on both sides of the phone, and it felt sharp to hold because the back of the phone was not rounded. Then they had the Galaxy S7 Edge, which continued to refine the curve and made the phone more comfortable to hold on the front and back. The Galaxy S8, the curve was even more subtle and more refined, which looks really nice. I remember it being rounded symmetrically both in the front and back. Although one issue with the curved display is that it's not always practical due to the fact that it looks nice to see, but when you're actually holding it, there is a lot of accidental touches because when you're holding the phone, it rests against your palm and then it registers as you touching the screen. So that's a big downside of having a curved display. Another downside is it's very difficult to find a good screen protector that fits for it because it's not very easy to stay on. Although curved screen was a cool thing at one point, now we have gone full circle to slowly reverting back to a flat screen, which I'm okay with. The Galaxy S20 Fan Edition actually have a flat display in the front, and it actually works out pretty well. You see a little bit of more bezels in the front, but I think it is a fair trade-off. So after giving you guys the whole speech about how great flat displays are, Samsung is actually saving the curved design for their top-of-the-line most expensive Ultra model, which makes sense because curved glass is more expensive than the regular one. The Ultra model will come in Phantom Silver and Phantom Black. Later on in the spring, they're gonna likely come out with Phantom Brown and Phantom Blue, which is slightly annoying. It would be nice to see all these color options up front, but I do get it because it gives them another chance to market the phone again a few months later. The Galaxy S21 and the Plus have a Full HD panel, which is technically a downgrade from the Galaxy S20. The S20 had a Quad HD display. However, the caveat is if you're taking advantage of the 120Hz on the S20, then you will be stuck at Full HD anyways. I always stuck with the Full HD mode so I can use 120Hz, but it is nice to have the option to choose between Quad HD and Full HD. But something just doesn't feel right about them actually lowering the specs on a newer phone. The $700 Galaxy S20 Fan Edition have the same exact display, so it is another thing to consider. But if you pay more for the Ultra model, you get the Quad HD and 120Hz. The Galaxy S21 have either the Snapdragon 888 or the Exynos 2100. These will be the latest in the Android space, so it will be a major upgrade here. Then again, I haven't experienced any issues on the S20 in terms of performances, so throwing in an even better chip is great, but I don't think it's going to be life-changing. In the past, the Exynos chip have always been the inferior one. This time around, Samsung actually have an event for the Exynos chip, so I'm expecting great things. RAMs are pretty much in line with what the Galaxy S20 series have to offer. which isn't necessarily a bad thing if it can help reduce costs and wouldn't impact performances. The Galaxy S21 will likely be losing the micro SD slot as well, which will be disappointing for a lot of hardcore Samsung fans. The last time they tried to do this was back in the Galaxy S6, but then the people rioted and they brought it back on the Galaxy S7 and it's been here ever since. They actually left it off on the Galaxy Note 20, but they included the micro SD on the Note 20 Ultra. It looks like they might be doing something similar this time around. They are saving all the best features for the Ultra model, so if you want that, you will have to pay a lot more. The standard Galaxy S21 and the Plus have a similar triple camera setup compared to the Galaxy S20 series. The Ultra gets a little bit fancier with the 108 megapixel camera. It also have a 12 megapixel ultra wide camera. They also have a 3x optical zoom telephoto, and finally a fourth camera for the 10x optical zoom for the periscope telephoto lens. If you enjoy seeing contents like this, please give me a quick like and subscribe. And now back to the show. 5G at this point is a given for any new phones coming in 2021. Battery is pretty standard and the same as the Galaxy S20 series. The Plus model got a little bit of an increase. They went from 4500 to 4800. This time around, Samsung is likely not going to include the charging brick, although this may change depending on countries. It's definitely ironic. I know Samsung have been making fun of Apple for not including the charging brick, but now they're going to follow that path as well. Samsung definitely have done this in the past. They made fun of Apple for not having removable batteries, made fun of Apple for not having a headphone jack, and eventually Samsung did end up following them as well. Technically not including the charging brick is more environmental friendly, but at the end of the day, they're just doing it to save money. If you have a lot of charging bricks around, it wouldn't be an issue, but for people who do not have a ton of charger, this will be another thing you would need to buy on top of a very expensive phone. There's been a lot of rumors about Samsung potentially eliminating the Galaxy Note line, and for the Galaxy S21 Ultra, Samsung's going to be selling you a case that have the S Pen features if you're interested in that. One thing that Samsung tend to be pretty good at is including some pretty cool gifts if you pre-order their phones. For the Galaxy S21 Ultra, it looks like the Galaxy Buds Pro is going to be included. This one is going to be competing with the AirPod Pro. And Samsung is throwing in a Galaxy Smart Tag as well. This is similar to one of those tile products that are going to help you find your phone or key type of thing. But either way, free gifts are free gifts, so that's nice to see. It'll be interesting to see if they're going to offer anything for the standard model. I would hope that they would give the Galaxy Buds Live or a lower tier than that. But we'll see what they're going to offer there. But it's nice to see that they do include some gifts. Even though their phones are expensive, the additional gifts do tend to offset the cost a little bit. I will be getting the Galaxy S21 Standard Edition. I like to draw the line at $1,000 for a high-end smartphone. Be sure to subscribe so you won't miss anything. Let me know what your thoughts are on the Galaxy S21. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and see you guys next time.